Prime Minister Mark Carney, Trump discussed getting rid of the, quote, artificially drawn line to make, in his words, a beautiful formation. But Carney pushed back. Watch.
Well, if I may, as you know from real estate, there are some places that are never for sale.
But never say never. Never say never.
CBS News Chief White House correspondent Nancy Cordes joins us now to dig into that a bit more. Nancy, this was fascinating to watch because Mark Carney seemed to both compliment President Trump, encourage him, be warm, but also say the owners of Canada, the voters, say it's not for sale. What were your biggest takeaways from their one-on-one?
Yeah, I don't know if you caught it there, but when the president said, never say never, Carney actually mouthed, it's never going to happen. And you know that saying that teachers have where you can disagree without being disagreeable? Well, maybe it's a Canadian trait, but Carney certainly achieved that yesterday. Even though this topic of the 51st state came up multiple times, he was firm. He was clear. We are not for sale. The people of Canada don't want to be part of the United States, and yet he still had President Trump laughing. And after he left, President Trump had only glowing things to say about Carney and how much he likes him. Now, the real reason Carney was here was not to talk about statehood. It was to talk about trade, because Canada is America's largest trading partner, and yet the president slapped these 25% tariffs on key Canadian goods a couple of months ago. And Carney said that they did make some progress in talks about a new trade deal, but we're also starting to hear something new from the president. Errol, over the last few days, he's been saying everybody expects all these trade deals to happen. Well, actually, we don't need any deals. I'll just set the deal. I'll set the rate because I am the shopkeeper and I am in charge. So it's a little unclear right now whether all these trade deals that the administration has been promising are coming are actually going to happen. And if so, will the president uphold them, or could he just decide actually he doesn't like the deal? He'd rather set the tariff rate somewhere else and just go ahead and do it.
I also found that noteworthy, Nancy, where the Canadian Prime Minister picked up on the way Trump frames things and says, look, Canada is your #1 customer. We want to continue that relationship. The Trump administration is set to meet with China this week to discuss trade, but elsewhere in the world. What do we know about that and what we should expect, considering what you've laid out that the president said yesterday?
Right, a potential breakthrough, because while Canada may be America's largest trading partner, China is a pretty major trading partner too, and there's no question that businesses in both countries, the U.S. and China, have really been suffering